What's up, everybody? You're listening to Element 57. Song's called Ripcord. It's KooRadio.com. We're live at Blue Collar Wrestling, the North Portland Eagles Lodge for the Big Rockin' Wrestling 3. They've got ex-WWF superstar Marty Jannetty in-house tonight. We got a band called Paradox, a good local band out of Portland, Oregon here. And pretty much a capacity crowd. Not many empty seats here in the house tonight. Looks like we're getting ready to get stuff going here in a minute. We'll check back with you. You can go onto our homepage and click the in-studio video link and watch the action live from our webcam on the Ustream, or listen to us here at KooRadio.com. We'll be right back. Guillotine Necktie live on Koo Radio. What's up? DJ Lugrange back here. You're listening to Dear Assassin on Coup Radio. We're here live at Blue Collar Wrestling for the big Rockin' Wrestling event, and we're supposed to start at 7 o'clock, but they're doing the famous thing I used to do in the local music scene, and they're pushing the show back to draw more of a crowd. There's still people rolling in, and they opened up the other side of the Eagles Lodge and are seating people in there now on the bar side. We've got an awesome crowd here, probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen in this lodge for a Blue Collar Wrestling event. So hang out, and we'll get stuff going here soon, and we'll be right here to cover it all when we do. You can check us out on the Ustream. If you click the in-studio video link on the homepage there, that takes you to our webcam. It'll get you all the action. We got it pointed right at the ring. So we'll be back as soon as we get started. You're listening to CoolRadio.com.
Cockroach and is under my bed. Only madness is only madness, only madness. It's only madness, only madness, only madness. A cigarette and I'll smoke it with the devil. 6-foot cockroach who casually sits smoking on my cigarettes. Who is he to be looking at me? Maybe I'm crazy, it could possibly be. 6-foot cockroach, he turns and he says, I'm not the devil, this is all in your head. Only madness is only madness, only madness. Only madness is only madness, only madness.
What's up, everybody? DJ Lugrange here, live from the North Portland Eagles Lodge for Rockin' Wrestling 3, Blue Collar Wrestling. We've got a capacity crowd here at the Eagles Lodge. There is no seats. It is standing room only. Well, actually, there's seats, but you got to sit on the other side of the building across from the ring. They had to open up the divider down the middle and get more room in here. So there's room to get all the people in here.
Hey, Lug Wrench, this is Rippin here.
What's up?
It's good to see that they opened up this second room. There's enough people in this place. I think there's about 20 more people than normal.
And we got a live band in this. There's more than 20, I think.
I know, I'm just kidding. There's a couple hundred people here.
Yeah, we got a killer
Minimum.
crowd tonight. A lot of them came out to see Marty Jannetty, WWF, WWE superstar. Used to tag team with Shawn Michaels, the Rockers.
Yep, and tonight's going to be with Tex Thompson.
They did a seminar today with the wrestlers. He comes and kind of a training seminar and gives them pep talks and stuff he's learned from being in the business for many years to pass it on to the younger generation. And then he's going to wrestle here tonight. I think in the main event. Is he in the main event? You got the card.
It's the main event, the sixth match. Damon, and Lone Star versus Tex Thompson and Marty Jannetty. It's a 15-minute time limit.
Oh, that sounds like a slobber knocker.
It's going to get messy in here. That's all I have to say.
Definitely.
The first match is supposed to be Big Vicious and Meat versus the Warriors.
Oh, the Rachi Warriors. Is that for the tag team titles?
It doesn't say if it is, but I believe earlier on the Between the Ropes show that we said it was.
Nice.
So if you paid attention to that.
Excellent. Yeah, definitely an action-packed card every night here at BCW. Tonight being nothing different other than having Marty Jannetty in the house.
I want to let everybody know that they can click on the Couve Radio link that says in-camera studio or something like that and see a webcam of the event and the action.
In-studio video. It's to the kind of top right of the homepage at CouveRadio.com.
Yep, right in the blue ribbon under the pulsing speaker.
Or you can listen to our lovely voices here too and put the show on in your imagination.
Yeah, it may be better. No.
And you're getting a whole show plus Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we have been asked to turn off the webcam for the sixth match.
For the main event?
For the main event, we've been asked to
I
turn
can
that
understand that.
So if you click on that donation button on the right of the Couve Radio page, and if there's enough in there, I'll pay the fine for it if you guys want us to leave it on.
Oh, gee.
I'm a nice guy.
Now, are we going to do the voice work? Or
we're still going to do the voice work, but the video will be off, so they'll be able to get the audio.
I can understand that.
So, but like I said, if there's enough money that comes in that donation link, maybe I'll just pay the fine for keeping it going on accident.
Yeah.
I can be swayed like these wrestlers.
Well, we could tape it and sell it later.
Yeah, we may even do that. Who knows?
As a little mini pay-per-view.
Well, Marty Jannetty might want it to give his insurance company after Damon and Lone Star beat him up.
Well, Damon's going to break his neck.
I think you're dreaming there, Lug Wrench.
Damon's on a rampage. He already took out DeMarcus James. He's gunning for Marty Jannetty now.
But they're not Marty Jannetty. Jannetty
knows. Marty Jannetty's white still, though.
I don't care if he's purple with polka dots.
He's still going to be Damon.
Well, yeah, he's going to be Damon, but Jannetty's going to be kicking tail.
We got Meat and Big V coming the ringside here. What's Meat got in his hand?
He's got a teddy bear in bondage.
It's dressed up like Meat. It's got the pantyhose on its head and everything.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Is that Bob's girlfriend?
Well, maybe.
Maybe it's Meat's.
Well, that could be too.
Meat has a little paint.
Did you guys go down the card yet?
Not really down it. We just told them what was coming up first.
And what we were ending with.
I'm friends with Bob the Sock Monkey on Facebook still, Will.
That's nice.
I need to be Facebook friends with Bob the Sock Monkey.
I made Bob the Sock Monkey t-shirts, and they sold like crazy.
Awesome.
I bought them all. I was offended. I didn't want my kid to see them.
I was talking with Mike Egger from now I'm at a loss for words.
That one place?
Jiffy Lube?
Heritage Video, Legends Video.
Oh, yeah?
And he does a lot of the shoot videos for the boys. And I was talking to him briefly about sponsorship, and he seems to be very interested.
And that's Legend Videos?
And we were just talking about him. There goes Mike Egger right now.
All right.
Everywhere Legends Video.
Legends Video.
Everywhere Legends.
Everywhere. Everywhere is a legend. Hey,
Yes.
we want to remind kids not to do this at home. You can watch it on TV. You can imagine it in your head, but don't do it to your brother, your dog, your cat, or your mom or your dad.
Nope, we don't want to hear about you on tonight's news.
I didn't mention your sister, though, so.
You know, when I was a kid, Stowell, we used to play wrestling in the playground, and we made these wrestling belts out of cardboard. We put duct tape on them so they were shiny, silver looking, and glued
Nice.
game tokens. And I had patches, like a British flag patch and a Canadian flag patch, and we glued them on them. And we put laces, shoestring laces in the back to tie them on. And we used to beat the crap out of each other with them out on the playground. We take the belts off and whap each other over the head with them.
And
We
that's
used-
how people get hurt, folks.
We used to play Cowboys and Indians, too.
No,
Well, that's true, too.
We were a tougher generation.
Yes, we were.
this was back in the day before kids
Lawsuits.
before kids got hurt doing stuff like that.
Before
right.
lawsuits.
They might have got hurt a little bit, but nobody got sued. It was all right.
You know, the playground I used to go to was at where my elementary school was. And after the first freeze in
Was it made out
November,
of wood?
they'd plug the drains and they'd flood it. So you had a real nice skating rink area. We played hockey and did speed skating and stuff out there.
Nice.
And but
That's there
the
in
first time they
Chi-town.
got sued, they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to put on a pair of skates, ice skates, and you're going to go out, if you don't know what you're doing,
What the fuck?
we-
Oh,
oh,
Lord,
oh,
what's
we're
going
just
on
starting
here?
already here.
The Rachi Warriors just came out in new ring attire, and Meat and Big Vicious are just going to town on them here.
Well, Komodo, or is that Draco over here?
That's Big V's got a hold of Komodo, just
Komodo.
gouging him in the
And
eyes.
Komodo just attacked Big V.
Meat's
And
taking
now-
a pound into his back,
And now Big V is just, yeah,
and now he's returning the pounds.
they're just going to town.
Chris Lineker's the referee for this match.
Yes, now I don't remember if Tiffany mentioned it. Is this the one that's for the tag belt?
See, that's
we
what
were
I was
wondering that
wondering.
earlier, and I believe it is.
Because the current belt holders are the Irachi Warriors.
Which
And I
and-
couldn't hear
and-
Tiffany because they had the music going here for these hundreds and
and
thousands
Vicious
of people.
and Meat, didn't they win their number one contenders match?
They did.
Yes.
There was it was a disqualification, I
Right,
believe, but they
right.
they got the contendership.
Yep. So I think that's what we mentioned on the show Wednesday night.
Oh!
I wouldn't want to be Komodo right now. These guys look mad and hungry.
Taking a chop to the back.
And I don't mean hungry just like for the title.
Now
Like
to the
Meat
front.
Meat looks hungry like he might eat Komodo if he had a chance.
Well, Meat would eat the ropes if he had a chance, so
I don't think there's much anything with Meat.
no.
Meat wouldn't eat.
Meat wouldn't eat. No. Someone's doing something, but I can't see anything over there through all the people. There is just a ton of people here tonight.
We've got 3 rows deep here.
Yeah.
The whole place is full. It's
And
awesome.
we got Meat flipping.
He looks like he's gouging away at Komodo's eyes there.
Komodo,
He's
yeah.
tagging Big V in.
Uh-oh, Big V's going to kick him in the chest.
There's more people in here than there are at the carnival outside.
Yeah, we got a carnival outside too.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
And
when I
there's
pulled
more
up.
people in here than there are at the carnival.
Well, this is a big event. We need to send some of these warriors out to pull the kids in.
We need to
off
send
the-
Psycho Sailor out with a sign and bellowing his
Yep, bring some kids
with
in
his
here.
natural megaphone voice.
With his delta-toned voice. All right,
Here we go.
Vicious scoops and drops him.
Oh, and that was more on his side than his back.
Yes, it was. And that can cause a lot of damage.
and he's just staring at Draco. I don't think
Yeah.
he cares if Draco or Komodo's in there. He'll
no,
beat on
I
either
don't.
of 'em.
I don't think they care. What I think the only thing they care about is taking those straps off of the Irachi Warriors.
Drug Komodo back in the corner, and now Meat's got a hold of the same leg that V did.
Yeah, they're letting him
And,
crawl
and
across the mat.
Komodo's just clawing his way.
Every time he
Good.
gets close to Draco, they just pull him back.
Teasing
Wow.
him.
Yep.
My niece and
Hey.
my nephew and my brother-in-law are even here still.
Nice. My co-host Charlie Rock is here too. Do you want to move your chair over here and talk into the microphone a little bit?
We'll give Charlie the Rock for the final event.
Charlie the Rock.
The mic. I'm watching this fight. I'm trying to see what we got. Some sort of submission pose going on here, and
Meat's
Oh,
got a hold of
Meat,
Komodo by the
everything,
mask.
everything
for the
Meat
eyeballs.
does is submission potential.
Whips him into
Oh.
Big V's boot there in the corner.
Size
Size-
15.
I was going to go for 16, but you would know better than me.
Yeah.
Well, having not been on the receiving end of that particular boot, I'm guessing
Yep,
it doesn't matter 15 or 16. It's big.
it's big.
underhook and just picks him up,
He's biting his ear.
or putting a hickey on his
Yeah.
neck. All right, he's got Komodo into the corner, and
Come on,
here
Komodo. You
comes
can dive out of
Vicious.
the way.
And
Yes.
Komodo gets out of the way.
And a
as-
tag.
And makes the tag, yes. And now Draco just going to town on Big Vicious. He's got Big Vicious in the corner and takes a splash from Draco.
It's like he's going for another one.
Mike, you're welcome to sit in with us anytime you want, brother. Okay. That's Mike Egger from
Oh, look.
Everywhere.
Hey,
Tubbs
Mr.
is-
Tubbs.
What?
Mr.
Tubbs
Tubbs just
into it.
distracted meat with a Jack Links.
Yeah, some sort of beef stick. Meat's all, oh, look
He's
what I
got
got.
meat.
He's like Randy Savage. He's going to snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
I have not seen Tubbs do a move like that. The manager of these two.
Well, he's finally
Getting into the
involving
ring.
himself.
Yeah,
And
usually
Draco's
just sits back
good.
there.
Draco's almost got control of Big V here, but Big V got back veteran sense and grabbed onto the ropes.
And Big Vicious has more experience than Draco. Now in comes Komodo and
Oh,
walks right in and chews on
the
Big
15.
Vicious's knee.
No, it was a boot.
Was it the boot?
Yep.
It
Right
was
in
a
the
big
face.
boot.
The boot?
Right in the kisser.
Yes.
Which we all agree is a 15.
He's going to make some dentist very
Meat's
happy.
biting.
Meat's
Komodo.
hungry.
Meat does do that. And he's going after Tubbs as Tubbs quickly. And now Komodo again ducks out of the way. He's putting the boots to the legs. That's one way to kind of even things out, is take the big man off his feet.
Komodo's got those fast kicks to his style.
Yes, he does.
dragging
Definitely
Meat
helps
back
him
into the
against
middle of
big
the ring.
guys. He's trying to drag
Oh, he's
Meat
just-
over to Draco.
Well,
He
he's-
got him over there.
He's pulling on that knee.
And we're stomping on the knee now.
And now Draco is. Oh, he's just working that knee. A knee drop onto the knee, the leg.
He's working
Oh,
on
he's
that
got him
left.
wrapped up now. Can't quite see the hold from here. Charlie Rock, can you see what that hold was? Couldn't see it either.
No, it was some sort of.
We got to get ourselves a riser.
Yeah, we're definitely. It's a lot harder here with all the fans, especially tonight, to try to see.
Yes.
But you with the webcams, you watching the webcam on Couve Radio can definitely see the action a little better than us.
Absolutely.
And he's grinding on that left leg.
This little brat
Yep.
kid in the red shirt really needs to sit down.
Well, he's probably having just as tough a time as we are. If we
That's-
had monitors, then we could.
Did
we
you
could
forget
do
your
that.
booster chair tonight, Lug Wrench?
That's my nephew.
Oh.
Hey, sit down, you little brat. I can't see. He wrestles
Did he just
too.
flip you off?
He might have. He's
He
an
just
unreal
spilled his
guy.
drink all over the place.
He's got his last wrestling match tomorrow. He started wrestling this year, and he's been doing good. I don't think he's
Good
lost
for
a
him.
match yet. I think he's undefeated.
And he did spill his Pepsi
All over
the
his
floor.
wrestling belt.
And the floor.
but back to the ring.
You think,
Yes.
you
We're
think the
still
kid
working
lives
on
there.
that left leg.
Which is smart. You pick a part of the body to work on, and you work on it.
And they're keeping Meat away from his partner.
corner. Yes. Another tag in. In comes Draco. Okay.
We got fans yelling Meat, and they got blow-up chicken wings.
Yeah.
I want to
They
blow
do.
up chicken
Oh my
wing.
God, he does.
Where do you get those?
I don't know. Where do you
At
see
the,
one?
At
I
the
don't see
blow-up
him.
chicken wing store. Where
Probably
else?
at the carnival. Where else would you get
See
one?
right there.
Oh.
It says Meat on it.
Nice.
Drumstick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he got the tag. He gets a little break.
Oh, big clothesline from V. Takes Draco right to the mat. Another one.
That's scary. Did you read the back of his shirt?
Yeah,
Mental patient.
No, not him.
I know.
The other one.
I know.
we got this guy that rides the special ed bus, and he comes to most of the shows.
He's a big fan.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
About 340.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's got a shirt on that says security, and that's a scary thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He probably stole it from the guy that's supposed to watch him.
Yeah, there you go. All right, now
What's going on?
Draco is now prone.
Where's Meat? Oh, there's Meat. Ken's flirting with all the ladies tonight. What did you give him
No,
tonight?
that's Monica.
I don't know who that is.
I do. I've known her for years. She's
Someone
a huge
gave you a
wrestling
happy
fan.
pill tonight. Okay, back to the fight. There's nothing going on in the ring.
No,
They're
everybody's
standing
kinda-
around trying to figure out who's. They're
All
probably
right,
going to put
so-
their hands up in the air. No.
So Komodo
Oh.
runs into a knee.
Bad choice by Komodo.
And now he's
Scoops up
spinning around.
Komodo. No, this is not
He's-
going to be good. Well,
Eh,
if he'd have taken the back bump along with that, it would have been a Samoan drop, but he just threw him over his shoulder and dropped him.
and now we're getting a couple double fists
Double
to the
team.
back. A double team to the back of the.
Wherever. They're just punching and
Both
kicking
men
away.
just hammering away on Komodo.
I think that's what it looked like when my mom would punish me.
Draco's
I'm
coming in to
sorry.
try to break it up here, which isn't going to do good to Komodo's advantage because that's just going to allow for another double team.
Exactly right.
Oh, right
and
to the
and
back.
Lineker is not enforcing that 5-second. Oh, and now in comes Draco, Komodo. Everybody's in the ring, all 4 men. And now Draco just kicking away on Meat, and Vicious kicking away on Draco.
Lineker's having
Or
a hard time
Komodo.
keeping a handle on all this.
I'm having a hard time seeing who's who.
Yeah, it's tough to.
Big
Big
V's
Vicious
got a
has
hold
both
of
them lined
both
up
of the
in the corner
Warriors.
getting for the meat sandwich
Yes,
thing.
that's what's coming.
He's excited.
Uh-oh,
He's
meat
standing
No,
up.
express.
Tubbs is in the
Tubbs
ring
is
now.
In the ring. No,
What's
no,
Tubbs
no.
doing in there?
He's probably going to get hurt.
Tubbs, no, Tubbs.
Ooh,
Tubbs
Tubbs
took
just.
one in the groin.
Yeah, it sure
Oh,
looked
they got
like
Tubbs
it.
stacked
Oh,
up. It's all
Tubbs.
3 of them.
A
Or
triple
3D.
decker.
Oh!
No.
All of them rammed and out.
Oh, it didn't even phase Komodo. All the stuffing from Draco and Tubbs took all the
Yeah,
shock
but
out
he's
of it.
not got any padding from this one.
Oh.
And just drove him through
hard.
the mat. This should be it.
I think we have
and
new tag team
team
champions.
champions.
And Tubbs is down on the outskirts. He looks like he hit his head. I see him kind of rolling around a little bit, but he's dazed and confused.
Well, there you have it, folks. New tag team champions.
This Big Vicious is nobody to mess with. I've just in the short time I've been here at BCW, I've seen him hold the tag team titles, I believe, 3 different times now with 2 different people.
Yes.
We got Meat's favorite song playing in the background,
Yep.
and he's wearing the shirt of said Justin Bieber.
And Charlie, please don't get up and dance.
Meat's kicking Draco out. All right, it's Komodo. I thought he was going to get him up to dance.
Tubbs is still on the ground. No one's even going to his aid.
Well, there it is, folks.
Well, that kinda
New
ser-
tag team champions.
That kind of serves Mr. Tubbs right for messing with Meat with that Slim Jim.
Well, but at the same time, it's nice to see some emotion from Tubbs,
Yes.
actually getting himself involved to help his team.
Hey, I heard Mr. Tubbs is no slouch, too. I watched some of his old wrestling videos from back in the day. I don't know. He'd be a guy that I want to make mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, we
I'll
got the
have to go
fight still
back
going
and
on?
look. I don't know. A handshake? Nope. They're just gonna
Oh,
beat him
wait, they're
down.
hammering away on Draco.
Draco went up and shoved him in the
They're
back,
trying to take his mask off?
and now they're pounding on him.
They're trying to
pounding
take his
on him.
mask off.
I think Draco went up.
They're trying to take his
Wanted
mask
to
off.
shake his hand. Hey, we got a couple of the guys from Paradox over here.
Meat's got a hold of his mask.
Ripping.
I think they're taking his mask off.
No, Draco went up and pushed him on the back of the shoulders, and now they're pulling his mask off. They've got him pinned down.
Oh,
They're going to get his
bummer.
mask off.
That's not good.
Komodo's not doing nothing.
Well, he
They
came
got
in.
his
He's
mask
come in
off.
Got
now.
his mask
They
off.
got his mask
They're
off,
pounding
but-
on him.
Komodo's hiding his face.
But I thought I saw him wearing face paint too.
They got his mask off.
And they're grabbing the belts and the mask
Komodo's laying over the top of Draco to hide his face.
and getting
Meat's
ready to
holding his
run.
mask up like a trophy. So now they got new hardware with the tag team belts, and they got Draco's mask. Now Meat's
I
gonna,
think Ken wants me to leave now. He keeps pointing at
Meat's
me and
putting the
shutting
mask
the door.
on.
So
Well, just for a
oh,
moment.
this is awesome.
Got a couple of guys.
I'm gonna leave now, and you guys finish calling this fight that's going on here.
Yes, and then we'll talk to members of Paradox.
Mr. Tubbs is escorting Draco back to the locker room with a coat over his head so nobody can see his face. This is great.
Hi, guys. We have the band Paradox joining us briefly. So, did you get to see this first match? What'd you think?
I thought I was pretty good. I was rooting for the other guys, though.
Well, I think most of the people in the building were too. They had just not long ago won those belts.
Yeah, but they don't always hold on to him for that long.
So you're supplying the entertainment for tonight. This is Rock and Wrestling 3 Rebound or Rewound or Rebooted.
Rebooted.
There it is. So what kind of music do you guys play? What do you do?
We do 70s days classic rock, and it's probably about 60% our own stuff that we wrote, and then we do a lot of 70s and 80s classic rock.
Nice. How long has Paradox been a band?
We actually formed in 87 when we were in high school as a 4-piece, and then we kind of all went our own ways. And then a few years ago, our lead guitarist, he passed away, and so we got back together kind of because we wanted to do a tribute to him, and then we just kind of played places little by little and just kind of snowballed over time. And
So now the two of you, then you do a lot of looping and.
Yeah, and it's funny. A lot of people say we sound like. Everybody always tells us we can't believe all that sound's coming from two people.
Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can do with looping and all those pedals on the floor.
I'm going to stand in the back and yell, play some Skinner!
Yeah. No,
Freebird!
I actually made a living at it. I was in a band called Target many years ago. It was a pretty good band. We were quite busy for a casual band.
What'd you play, Stillwell?
Lead guitar,
Really?
vocals.
Wow.
Yes. So I've always had music in me, so not to go after Kiki D or anything like that for that line, but so what time are you guys going to start? Are you going to be playing off and on through the night? Or?
I think during the intermission we're going to play a couple songs, and then once it's over, we're playing like the after party. I believe that lasts maybe 1 to 2 hours.
That's the way
Nice.
we did it last time, yeah.
Cool.
Excellent. Hey, we got sunny days out here.
Yes, we
Stillwell.
do. The lovely sunny days. Guys, I know it was brief, but I wanted to make sure we got you over here so you could introduce yourselves, talk about the band a little bit, and depending on how things go throughout the evening, it's off to a crazy start. Maybe we can get you back over here and maybe get a set list from you or something.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks for coming over. That's Paradox, everybody.
Have a good show, guys.
Sunny days.
Let's see-
good. How are you?
Let's see what Sonny has to
Lumpy
say.
and sarcastic. How are you?
Just me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, where have you been? We haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I had an injury, so I had to take some time off. That just means I've been hitting the gym more. So that way I got lots of hugs and headlocks for all you wonderful gentlemen and women.
Oh, does that say she hits both ways?
I don't know there. You know, first time we
It's
ever
all me.
broadcasted from BCW, she was
I'm
wrestling
sorry.
here.
He's microphone shy, isn't he? No? Are you sure? What do you guys think? You guys think he's microphone shy?
I don't see.
Well, the next thing you know, I'll be interviewing you.
I don't see Sunny Days
So
on
where have
the
you been?
card, so maybe
No.
she's managing for somebody.
Like, how far around? I don't want to know the answer to that.
My guess is she probably came in for the seminar.
What? Yeah,
Are
probably.
you blushing?
And I understand the
He's blushing.
seminar was awesome.
Really? Good
Yes,
deal.
yes. I had an opportunity to spend a little bit of time with Marty Jannetty in the back, and it was uncanny as I'm listening to him talk.
I highly doubt you're
and
not
talk about the
blushing. They all
business.
say you are.
And I told him, I said, I hope you
Well.
don't take this the wrong way, but
Well, I'm glad
but
you
standing
everybody's
next to
here
you
tonight.
and listening to
Can
you,
y'all give me a hugs and
it's
headlock?
like standing next to and listening to Roddy Piper. And he goes, that's the master of psychology. He says, I don't take that bad at all. That's a huge compliment.
Thank you, man. I feel so wonderful. So glad. I'm so glad that you let me come out here and take this microphone from you. She's really excited about that. That little girl right over there. See, she got the hammer.
Well, coming up next, because I'm not sure what
So what
direction
do you
this
got me out
interview
here
is
for?
going
Just
or
ask
what
me a
the
bunch of
interview is
questions or
about.
what?
Coming up next is Buddy
About what?
Highway versus Psycho
Well,
Sailor.
I want to know
All right.
why I'm not wrestling
So
tonight.
the mouth versus
Wait a minute.
brawn.
I know why I'm here.
Wait, who's this?
Oh, this is
Anybody
a
know
new
who's
guy
this on my
that's been
shirt?
training for a little while.
Anybody?
Is this a?
He just took the
Sorry to
mic for
cut
Sunny
you off,
Days.
Toots. Ladies and
It's a
gentlemen, you may not know who
intergender
I
match.
am, but believe me, by the end of the night, you will. I hail from the mystical land of cheese and beer, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, I like this guy, Stillwell.
I like that part of the country.
But tonight I find myself
Can you
in
turn those
Portland.
headsets down a little bit for me?
You know, when I first thought of competing out here, everybody that I talked to said how beautiful Portland is, how green Portland is.
Well, Wisconsin's
And I
pretty
gotta
green.
tell you guys, this place is a dump.
I don't blame him. I don't like Portland either. I'm from across the bridge.
Last
And
I
Sunny
checked,
Days just grabbed the microphone
the
back from
last I
him.
checked, this was not your interview. This was my interview. You see all these people out here, all these wonderful people, they came to see me. So here I am. You hear them? They were booing for
She
you.
is better looking
Isn't
than that
that
guy.
right?
Well, she's a lot better looking than he is. Rippin', if you want the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me formally introduce myself. I am the best in the Midwest today. My name is Aries Toretto.
Aries Toretto.
Must be Italian.
Would you stop taking my microphone? This is not for you at all. Look at that. You got it all nasty and greasy.
He is a little
Listen,
greasy.
Toots, you better just get your little behind out of this ring before you get hurt.
Uh-oh. Oh, Sonny slapped him.
Yeah, what I was just going to say, what he doesn't know is
Actually, it's
I've seen her beat
Uh-oh.
up men before. And there she goes.
Whoa.
Head scissor takeover.
actually it's my microphone, and you just got your butt kicked by a girl.
Wow.
He's not real happy right now.
Doesn't look good for Toretto.
No.
He's taking his jacket off.
Yeah. So if
He's
he's
coming
looking
back
for
for
a
more.
fight,
He's coming. Wait,
Oh,
no.
and then he-
thought twice about that.
and he powdered out. Couldn't stand having to get beat up by a girl again. What do you think, Charlie? Just shakes his head. I wish you would say something.
All right, everybody, give it up for Sunny Days.
Her husband's a nice guy, too. I've worked with him in the past.
Mr. Days.
Yeah.
You can sound the alarm, you can call out your guards, you can fence it.
All right, Stillwell, what do we got coming up next?
Weren't you paying attention?
I was, but I want you to refresh my memory here. It'll keep the people informed.
Buddy Highway
That's
versus
right.
Psycho Sailor.
My buddy Psycho Sailor.
Psycho Sailor will be doing a lot of jaw jacking, and Buddy Highway's going to put his big boot right across that chin of his.
Buddy Highway's probably back there eating a cheeseburger, getting ready for the match.
Yep.
We got Patty from Hattie's home plate over here.
And
She's
Sailor's
got
probably
programs
using
of
WD-40 or something to loosen up the jaw muscles.
Yeah.
Within 5
Sailor does like to talk.
lucky number. One of those lucky numbers will be drawn. That could be any of you. And you will get 2 free tickets to next week's show. Go over and see Patty.
buy one of
get a
Patty's
program.
Pilgrims, you
can
get the
use
one
it
with
for
the lucky number.
autographs, You can use
That's
it
right.
for
Get 2 free
friends,
tickets.
You can use
Absolutely.
It to fan. But best of all, you could use it for a chance to get 2 free tickets.
There's some new faces
Alrighty,
in the
did I
crowd,
miss anything
Lugwrench.
else?
A lot of people I don't
know, I
recognize or haven't seen in a
BCW
long
is
time. and
proud,
Oh, yeah?
I
ecstatic,
sure hope we can
happy
keep
to
the momentum
announce that
going
we
and
have
keep bringing these
4
fans back
new sponsors.
and just
All
watch
right, we
us
got
grow.
Louie's Pizza, Peninsula Station
Definitely. That'd be the
Coffee.
only way to go.
We got
Yeah.
that Big Kahuna Barbecue, and we got Western Meats. Shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you for supporting BCW Blue Collar Wrestling.
And speaking of blue collar wrestling, you can catch
With
my
that
show
being
on
said,
Wednesday
this
nights
next
from
match
6
has
to
a
7
15-minute
Pacific
limit,
time
and your official
at
is
CouvRadio.com. And Couv is with a K. Between the Ropes with Chi-Town Ken and Charlie Rock, my co-host. He actually does talk there. I don't know.
Charlie the Quiet Rock.
Yeah, the Quiet Rock, yes.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like Sailor's music.
Psycho Sailor.
So Between the Ropes, we talk about local, regional, and national. We'll give out some spoilers. Talk about what was good and bad with BCW and the trends that are happening within the WWE and TNA Impact. What's the state of wrestling as far as you're concerned? Now, I'm not talking about local promotions. Let's go right to the big two.
Is my mic even on?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you're just talking about the national scene.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the national scene needs some improvement.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would
lot of
agree.
improvement.
So now they're going to play Popeye music. I'm loving it.
Hey, look, it's Bluto.
Yeah.
They have no right to do this to Psycho Sailor.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is crap. They should just leave him alone and let him get into the ring.
Well, he takes 30 minutes to get into the
Yeah,
ring
because
anyway.
the sound guy messes with him each week and doesn't play the right music for him.
Of course he does. Oh, now they're stomping back to
I
the
don't
locker
blame
room.
him. I'd go back too. I'd just go home.
All right, T-Rex, ring the bell, start the count, and we'll be done with the match. Well, as soon as we get Buddy Highway out here.
Here he comes.
So what'd you think of the first match, Charlie?
That first match wasn't too bad. I mean, it had a nice pace to it, definitely.
Yeah, that it did. A lot of double teaming. It looked like referee Chris Lineker was having a real tough time maintaining control.
A little trouble managing the match for sure, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then Sunny Day's coming out and popping that best from the Midwest, Aries Toretto. Aries Toretto, where's the stiletto?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Leave Sailor alone and let him get to the ring.
If he's that thin-skinned that the music bothers him, then he ought to be a referee in the NHL.
I was going to say he probably shouldn't even be wrestling then.
No.
When I used to work for the Portland Winterhawks, and I was doing the music then, I was told under no circumstances am I to play any music that could be considered derogatory towards the referees.
That sounds kind of boring.
The crowd here is really messing with Sailor.
Yeah, they are.
Now he's going to stay.
And then when I got into the Portland Rage,
the referees came to me and said, we want to hear Three Blind Mice. We want to hear it all. Have fun. Well, he's blowing up my headphones.
I can't even understand what he's saying.
No.
He's telling these people they need to quit messing with him or he's just going to leave.
Well,
maybe,
then go. What's he
and I
waiting
don't blame
for?
him.
Maybe he should try speaking English if he's going to yell at people.
Well, that would help. Turn the decibel
The sound
level
guy
down.
needs to turn his microphone down a little bit when he talks.
Yeah, you got to turn it off because he doesn't need it.
Now hold on a second.
Okay.
Apparently,
What do you
we
want,
have
Sailor?
All right.
a fan who's having a birthday today.
How
He's
nice.
92. He's sitting right over here in Orland. I want to ask you something, sir. What was it like to ride over on Noah's Ark?
Oh,
You
Sailor,
people shut up.
did you think about that one all by yourself, or did you have help?
Hey, Orland.
That's how long I've been calling his
birthday,
matches.
I can see that.
I can even do his walk. I think you've seen me do that a time or two.
I believe I have, yeah.
I'm back.
All right, so we got Psycho Sailor, Buddy Highway finally getting his intro music to come to the ring. Why is security sitting down John with the fans? Shouldn't he be
Why
wondering?
does he have his fingernails painted?
I guess that's the color of his snot.
That, you know what I call that? That's classic.
No, it's not. It's anything but. This particular song is on a self-produced album that Buddy's been working on for a long time, and he actually wants me to do some voice work for him for that album. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this album's on my Vancouver Local 360 Facebook too on the Reverb player.
Is it?
Yeah. ReverbNation.com/VANC Local 360. There's tons of local Northwest unsigned artists on there.
Nice.
Hey, Chi-Town.
Yes.
one of the lodge members steal Psycho Sailor's hat?
Either that or he misses being in the Navy, or he
misses being in the Navy.
I don't know. Or he's
Psycho's leaving.
Or he's another Psycho Sailor wannabe. Oh, here comes Gary.
Hold the show just a minute here.
Oh, what's going on here?
Well, Gary from the Eagles Lodge here's got something to say.
Okay. We have a presentation here.
Uh-oh.
This is for you, buddy. We love you, brother. Okay? We love you. Okay? We brought you
He loves Buddy Highway.
some Wimpy Burgers
Cheeseburgers.
so that you could get some quick energy.
Ha! They're
and
giving
be
Buddy
some-
Highway a bunch of cheeseburgers.
Oh, they just pulled a big rib on Buddy Highway.
Gobble him down, Highway. You know you want him.
Hey, it worked for Richie Magnet. Oh, he's not even bothering with the paper. He's just
Holy
eating the
cow.
paper and all.
Seriously. That's the second.
What?
That's the second Daniel Bryan chant we've had this evening.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, I guess it's
I
okay
can't believe-
considering he's
Weighing in at a lean
from the
man
area.
From the
219,
Northwest,
and
yeah.
From Gresham,
I thought
Oregon,
Buddy Highway was going to
from
put those
Gresham,
cheeseburgers in a
Sailor,
full Nelson for a minute.
He should have thrown him at Sailor and
Sailor's had enough cheeseburgers.
or given him to Corporal Chaos.
Or put him up his butt, and then he would have had Asperger's.
This is a family show,
Hey, Asperger's is a disease. Stillwell, look it up.
and it has your picture next to the definition.
His opponent, weighing in at 235 pounds, hailing from ports unknown, he is Psycho Sailor!
If he's 235 pounds, I'm 400.
Ports Unknown, that's cool because it's like it's a play on Parts Unknown, but he's a sailor, so he's from a port. You get that part, Stillwell?
A long time ago.
That's cool.
I thought it was stupid then. It's stupid
Oh,
now.
jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty.
No
Look, Wrench.
love,
It's
no
very
love
nifty.
for Psycho
Oh,
Sailor.
man.
Yep. Nobody loves the poor Psycho Sailor.
So who is that out there with Psycho Sailor again?
That's Corporal Chaos.
Gotcha.
Corporal Punishment.
Oh, is that what it is? Same difference.
You know, I went to basic training with a guy whose last name was Payne.
Really?
Yeah, and he's a sergeant now, so he is
Sergeant
actually
Payne.
Sergeant Payne.
I had a knee surgeon whose last name was Benz.
There's a wrestler that wrestles here in BCW
Seriously.
sometimes called Mary Jane Payne.
Yes. Yep, one of my knee surgeons, Dr. Benz. But he's good, and as far as I know, he's still in Aloha, so if you need some knee work done, go see Dr. Benz. And I'll send him a bill for the plug.
Okay.
All right. We've been at this, 15 minutes now, and we haven't had a lockup yet.
I think Sailor's afraid of Buddy Highway.
If Sailor's afraid of anybody, I mean, how on average, how long do you think it takes him to get in the ring?
Well, what are we at now? Like 5 minutes?
I'd push it. I think it's more like 10.
All right, so then the average would be 5 minutes.
I think the average is probably longer
Okay.
because he's actually in the ring now.
That's
Look
true.
at that mug.
There's the first
Finally got a
lockup,
lockup here.
Yeah. And now Sailor with the experience advantage. Boy, is he happy with himself, isn't he? Is he laughing or crying, or has he lost his teeth?
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a smile or not.
He enjoys that hammerlock, Stillwell.
And a reversal by Buddy Highway.
There we go.
Boy, the look on Sailor's face sure changed in a hurry. But Sailor opens his mouth and it looks like he's forgot his dentures. And a reversal into a top wrist lock by Sailor onto Buddy Highway. Now, how he got Buddy Highway down onto his knees, I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't think Sailor's that strong.
Yeah, but a wrist lock, you got to understand, it's all about leverage.
Well, yeah, so you'd have to be taller than him, right?
No, as soon as you get it back there, you just tweak it a little bit, and you got enough pain shooting through to make you do just about anything.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many of those have you applied?
I took combatives in basic training.
And the top wrist lock was part of the training?
Wrist locks were.
What about padlocks?
Good one.
Or wrist watches?
You're very funny.
I know.
You're very funny, Sean.
I know.
So we got Highway about ready to pull Sailor over with this top wrist lock.
Yeah, and Sailor
Sailor's
makes
getting
it to
over
the
the
ropes with a little help from Corporal Chaos?
Corporal Punishment.
Corporal Punishment.
Corporal Crunch. Corporal Cuckoo. Oh, now the good corporal's rubbing down his mentor. Great crowd in here tonight, and I have a feeling I have the interview coming up very shortly with Tex Thompson and Marty Jannetty, and this place is going to go absolutely bonkers.
I hope so. They better.
Yeah. Well, Sailor's complaining that Buddy Highway pulled his hair. Are you kidding me? Maybe it was his armpit hair.
Probably that. Probably that.
If he has any of that.
Yeah, poor old Chrome Dome up there.
Yeah. Collar and elbow tie-up right to an arm bar. And into a wrist lock. What's with all these sailor hats? Maybe Gary gave it to this kid. Or no, not Gary, but that other guy.
There's a couple kids with sailor hats.
That's sad. What a role model. Boy, Sailor just hurt Highway and now stomping away. Look at that face.
I'd rather not.
A mother couldn't even love that. He's going to send him into the turnbuckle, shoulder first. Oh, I see. He's got the little corncob pipe, too, so the kid's pretending to be Popeye.
Right, the guy wrestling. He's pretending to be the guy wrestling.
Popeye.
I don't see any kids dressed up like you, Stillwell.
Why would they?
I don't know. Why would they dress up like Sailor unless they were his fans?
I think they're doing it as a mockery.
I think it's his fan club.
With a corncob pipe.
5 minutes gone.
I didn't see any pipe. That kid?
Yes, that kid had a corncob pipe.
What about this guy over here?
I don't know. It's hard to see from this angle.
What about that guy over there?
Same situation. Well, Sailor's got Highway down, and now Highway makes it up to his feet. He's going to drape that left arm over the top rope and use it for leverage and just pound away on the shoulder. As Corporal Crunch adds a little insult to injury.
Corporal Punishment, Stillwell. Now you're not even getting it wrong on accident. You're doing it on purpose.
That's right. You finally caught on, Lord Wrench. You're smarter than they say you are.
All right, Psycho Sailor just threw Buddy Highway right through the middle ropes out onto the floor,
Just
where
dumped
he
him out.
can take advantage of Highway the best way he knows how.
And that's about right, because he doesn't know a whole lot of wrestling.
Exactly.
He does a lot of brawling.
He knows how to beat people up, and that's what he's going to do to Buddy Highway right here.
But Buddy Highway can return that favor with a back
And
kick
there it
into
is.
the stomach of Psycho Sailor.
That was quite the smack.
Yes.
Got both men getting back into the ring now. Oh, no, they're back out. They're fighting back to the, where are they going? They're going into the other side of the lodge here.
I think Buddy's taking him over to that guy who's having a birthday. Oh, he's going even farther.
He's taking him over to have some birthday cake or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, man.
Highway just slammed.
That was a
Sailor.
body slam.
Oh, right on the floor.
Right on the floor.
There's no padding over there. And here goes the Brian Danielson chant again.
That is the third Daniel Bryan chant of the evening.
Are you making him do that stupid Brian Danielson chant?
Not me.
Stillwell?
Not me.
I think you started. I
Shut
saw
up and
you,
eat your popcorn.
I saw you pointing your hands.
Yeah, I don't
Get
know.
your hands all greasy and then get it all over the equipment.
It's my equipment, Stillwell. I'll do what I want with it.
That's probably why it doesn't work half the time.
It works all the time. Rip and Roche's over here trying to run the webcam to catch all the action because these guys are moving all around.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get a couple of other cameras, a couple of Wi-Fi cameras that we can position throughout the room so we can get different angles.
We even got all the staff running around on walkie-talkies tonight. What's up with that?
Maybe Marty Jannetty demands that kind of security. Although there are a lot of people here, and the bar is open.
It's like the Secret Service or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh. Highway ducked the clothesline. Highway comes back with a big elbow. Another big elbow to Sailor.
And there it is, the
number
Dusty
3.
Rhodes elbow.
Now, see, Buddy's wasting his time. He needs to capitalize on this here, and if he wants any chance of getting a pinfall on Sailor.
I think you're right. That didn't work out too well. Let me try that one again.
Stillwell's taking pictures of me. Oh, autograph that when you get it developed, Stillwell.
Actually, I was going to use it for TP. Well, T-Rex is having trouble with this match, just like Lineker was in the previous match.
I think most of the trouble is coming from the end of Psycho
T-Rex.
Sailor, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
T-Rex has problems officiating every match, Stillwell.
Oh, come on now. Don't be so rough on him.
He does.
I think T-Rex does a great job.
Thank you for walking right in front of the camera.
Uh-oh.
There's a full Nelson.
The full Nelson that Billy Jack Haynes gave Buddy Highway permission to use as a finisher. Oh, he threw Sailor into T-Rex. The ref is down. Sailor is down. This doesn't look good for Highway. I'd watch out for that corporal punishment in that chain.
Yeah,
oh, Punishment's got a chair. He's trying to throw it to Sailor, but
man.
Highway got it.
Highway grabbed the chair.
Yeah, let's do it after
He threw it to Sailor. Super
Oh,
kick.
man.
Oh.
You caught him flush.
I heard it, and it
Holy
sounded like a
cow.
chair, and
Now
it
Highway's
looks like
gotta get-
T-Rex took it.
Highway's got to get T-Rex back up now.
No, T-Rex didn't take the chair, Ken. Psycho Sailor took the chair right in the
Oh,
face.
good.
Oh, man.
And he gives Corporal Punishment one for good measure.
And
That's
there
it.
you are, your winner,
That's it.
Buddy Highway.
When's the last time you got your prescription updated on your glasses, Stillwell? I'm not trying to be rude.
Last week.
Okay.
They spent more time BSing and screwing around than the match took.
That's true. They actually did. I will say, though, that I was not disappointed with the finish.
Yeah, I agree. And here comes Mr. Tubbs, so you're off the hook now, Charlie.
Awesome. See you guys later.
Tubbs was filling a meat sandwich earlier. I'm sure he's going to tell us all about it.
Tubbs will be here just long enough for Mike from Everywhere Legends Video. He's going to come join us in a little while.
Mr. Tubbs, what happened? You got the wrong end of that Meat Express.
You got that right.
Man, I couldn't believe that. I was worried for you when I saw that. I was like, Mr. Tubbs needs to get out of there, and then next thing you knew, you were wrapped right up in the middle of it.
It's an experience I do not want to relive, I tell you that.
No, but I do want to commend you on finally showing some emotion and getting in there and trying to help your team.
Well, what can I say? We had that discussion last week right here on the wire, and I took it to heart. I decided I was going to, get more involved if I had to. They were doing some tactics in there that they shouldn't have been, and
Right.
Well, I don't know if you saw, because you were hitting the canvas there, but you took the blunt of the force for Komodo. He came out of it pretty much unscathed between you and Draco on top of him as a blanket. But then he ran right into Big B, and then it was all over from there.
well, hey, I proved that as their manager, I was willing to throw myself in there, sacrifice myself for their sake. If I had to take the shot, and I took the shot.
Well, there you go, taking one for the team. Good for you, Mr. Tubbs. So,
Chi-Town Ken and Charlie Rock are on Between the Ropes every Wednesday night between 6 and 7 and that is on CoogRadio.com.
And that is local time.
Listen to him every Wednesday night.
That's right.
You can listen to him.
Way to fist pump, Ken.
That's right. And if we don't have the answers, we'll make one up. Right, Charlie? He nods yes. So, what do you think of the crowd we've got in here tonight?
Well, there's a lot of heat, a lot of emotion going on. We're full. We've got every seat we normally have filled. Opened up the side for the Paradox rock band later.
Well, that and we have the overflow seating, if that's what you want to call it. I was told that every single front row seat was reserved and paid for.
That is excellent. Got a good crowd, folks. Good crowd.
If all these kids that weren't running around were sitting down, all these other seats were filled too. Before the show started, every seat was full, and they were rolling over to the other side.
Yep.
And then the house is going to rock because we got rock and roll with Paradox over there. They've been tuning it up and playing the guitar. They're getting ready. They're going to rock the house
I
tonight.
did a quick
How many people
little
like
interview
that?
for Paradox, had them come over, tell us a little bit about themselves and, you know, what we can expect from them.
Wait a
And
minute. No, how many people like, thank you. So somebody likes concert music. Now, how many people like some good old-fashioned rock and roll? All right, then you got to stay because those guys are going to rock the house tonight. I'm anxious to see. So, enough of my talking. What? Do the interview now? Who told you that? All right. Well,
Great.
if that's what they told you, then let's do it.
Stillwell's up there trying to screw
All
up
right.
the show, Mr.
I guess
Tubbs.
we got an interview coming up, so I'm going to hand over my mic with the promise that I'll get it back. All right. We're good then.
Oh, there he is.
I hope this is correct.
first thing I want to do is ask every one of you to give yourselves a hand because we have one heck of a crowd in here tonight. And on behalf of BCW, thank you very much. And with what we've got lined up tonight and what you've seen so far, we know you'll be back. I would like to bring to the ring at this time one half of the match in the main event. Please welcome to the ring Tex Thompson and Marty
I got a
Jannetty.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
And here we are, folks.
There he is.
Here he is, the man of the hour tonight. Former rocker, WWE Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion. This is Marty Jannetty. I've been looking forward to
There he
this
is.
all night. All night. I was part of a very informative seminar earlier today, guys. I learned a lot from this man.
Oh, you went to the clinic?
Yes, it was a seminar about 2 hours. A bunch of us were there. I think all of us learned something new.
Definitely money well spent then.
They got the woofy-woof going on.
What's that all about anyway?
Yeah, can you explain that, Mr. Tubbs?
Well, I don't know the exact meaning of it, but it's like it's call sign.
Gotcha.
It's like it's a free spirit of the wolf. The woofy.
I understand. That's a lie. I don't understand that at all.
Oh, he's doing it again. They're all chanting for him. Tex is dressed up like a 4th of July firecracker.
And Marty's wearing Isabella, Texas cowbell.
It has a name?
Yes, it has a name.
I didn't know that.
Well, guys,
She and
to
Bob
say
gets
that the
along
crowd
quite
is
well.
Jacked up is an understatement. You guys are jacked up? You bet.
All the BCW fans cheer for old Marty Jannetty.
As they should.
It's nice to see everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Let's let Ken talk.
Tonight, we have the best tag team in the world. The whole world, all the way around it.
I don't know about that.
That's quite a statement.
That is a big statement.
We've
Ken.
got Tex Thompson, and we've got one half of the hottest tag team ever, Marty Jannetty.
That's true with the Rockers.
Whoa. What was the name of that tag team? The hottest tag team. What was it?
Rockers. We had our own version of the Rockers here back in the day, the Southern Rockers with Steve Dahl and Scott Peterson, and then Scott moved on and Rex King. And I think they were well done when you were in WWE then.
Geez, still, Willie didn't come for a history lesson. Get on with the interview.
So tonight,
Walking
you
encyclopedia.
got a match against a couple of wise guys. One is the majority owner at 51%. The other one is the booker and uses it for his advantage. Tex, I know you've been waiting for this match for a long time.
You know, Ken, oh, this don't get any better than this, man. I tell you, Lone Star, Damon, son, you bit off a little more than you could chew tonight. So I tell you what, tag team technician right here can't get any better than this, folks.
No, absolutely. And we certainly hope that they were paying attention to your seminar, because they're going to need that information that you provided earlier today.
I just messed up. I was over there. What did you just say? Say it again.
I just said I was hoping they were paying attention.
I'm only kidding, bro. Look here, let me ask y'all something. Y'all know Damon pretty good? Y'all know Damon? You know Damon?
Damon Seiss, one of the greatest wrestlers here.
Y'all know Lone Star? Y'all know Lone Star? Let me ask y'all this. Can me and Brother Man kick their rear ends?
Posteriors?
Do you think we're going to kick their rear ends? You think we could get them?
I don't know about that.
Their butts?
Hey.
The twin ham hocks?
All right, Daniel Bryan, stop that. Let me ask you this, or let me tell you this. What they're doing back there in the dressing room right now is talking about how they're going to super kick, making fun of me because of Sean, the barbershop window, for those of you who might know about that.
Oh, yeah.
They're back there making fun about it and how they're going to super kick the hell out of both of us. And that's how they're going to win the match, super kicking us. I don't mean to say I've not ever been in the ring with them, so I don't know how bad rear-ended they are. I don't know how bad rear-ended they are. If it's a kid's show, I'm okay.
I don't even want to comment on that.
Damon's pretty tough. So Damon's the one who was. What about Lone Star? Y'all tell us right now. Texas filled me in, but y'all tell me, which one should we worry about, if either? Damon?
I think they're both
neither.
I think Jannetty's scared.
Neither.
No, this isn't false bravado there, Lugrange.
Oh, yeah. Maybe y'all on the backside, but at least you're in the camera thing. Which one? Neither, like they're saying? Do that again. Neither. There we go. And y'all over here agree? I hate that y'all were in the dark back there, but at least you're right in the camera shot the whole time. Do you agree? We ain't got nothing to worry about. We're not going to come out like that. We're not going to be all cocky and arrogant. We're coming out for a battle because, like I said, they're in the back, right back there, talking to the other wrestlers, telling them what they're going to do to us. Jake the Snake. Who's the Snake? So what we're going to do is, I would love to put a super kick right in each one of them's mouth. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. They may end up whooping us, Tex. I don't know. Do y'all think they'll whip us? Do you think they'll beat us? I'm trying to say, we're going to put a show on for y'all as long as you're happy with it. Now, if y'all don't want us to whoop them, say it now, because we're going to whoop them. Whoop them? Okay. There you go, bro. I think we got it. With Texas as a partner, I ain't worried about nothing. We got this.
Let's hear it. Keep it coming. I got to buy one of those shirts before the end of the night. All right, folks, the main event tonight. Damon Scythe, Lone Star, taking on experience, old school mentality, will outperform and beat anybody that doesn't have that mindset. With that said, have fun tonight. Hurt 'em bad. Tex Thompson, Marty Jannetty.
That's some old school Rockers music, isn't it?
I have no idea, but that was definitely one of the more interesting interviews I've heard.
Interesting is the word, yeah.
Come on, Lug Wrench, why aren't you doing the whoop-de-whoop?
I don't do that, Mr. Tubbs.
He's a hater.
I'm waiting for no. Stillwell's the hater. He hates on my boy Psycho Sailor all the time. He doesn't have one nice thing to say about that guy.
Well, there's not much nice you could say about him.
He's a great wrestler.
If you say so. No, you're right. He's great. He's good.
Not as great as the lovely Tiffany.
You think Tiffany could take Sailor?
Probably.
I'll believe that.
Crowd's all chanting.
All righty. Love you all too. You guys are throwing me off my game. Okay, I gotta get recomposed. Hold on. All right, have you guys visited any of the tables? Because we got Marty Jannetty t-shirts over there. We got 50-50 raffle over there. We got BCW merchandise over there. We got Hounds of Hell. We got the Turnbuckle
So far
Tailgaters.
tonight,
We
we've
got
had,
in the
what,
back
4 or
corner.
5
We got
yes
alcohol
chants.
of all stages over there in the
And
other
then
corner. Woohoo!
probably the first half of this
Having it all.
interview was Marty chants.
Sweet.
And
Drink one
I
for
know,
me.
Tubbs, you were in the back, and you probably had a chance to talk to him a little bit. I've had a chance to
can't drink
talk
on the
to him
clock.
for a little
Get in
while,
trouble.
too, and what a gentleman. I mean, the guy is first class all the way.
Yeah, he's been nothing but professional, very friendly. You know, he was easy to approach and
Now, I
talk to
know
during
he's
his
not
seminar
here,
earlier.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for some wrestling?
How was that
Tell me to put
seminar?
the
Did you get a
yap
lot
in
of
the yell for some
information out of it?
wrestling.
I certainly did. You know, even not being an active wrestler, even as a manager,
All
commentator,
right, no,
he answered
no,
all of my questions,
no.
answered everybody's
The
questions,
next match
and I
has
learned a lot.
15-minute time limit.
That's great.
Your official is Russ.
So the price of admission for that seminar was well worth it.
I believe it was, yes. It's always good to hear from another perspective. Now this next match, I'm trying to figure out what's going
What do
on
we got?
here. Last I knew, the person who's set to be here, one of them is not here.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I saw Zach Winters in the back, but I have not seen Cameron Starr. But it looks like it's going to be as he bills himself, the best from the Midwest, Aries Toretto.
Yeah, I knew it was something that sounded like Tourette's. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen this guy wrestle before. I'm not very familiar with him.
Well, Sonny
I know-
Days slapped the taste out of his mouth and chased him out of the ring.
Yeah, I'd be watching my back if I was him, because Sonny might still be around here and might not take too kindly to the way he interrupted her interview.
Well, and she may just pop out there to take him off his game.
Turnabout's fair play, I guess.
Yeah.
However, I'm very familiar with wonderful Zach Winters. It's been a while since he's been here.
Yes.
He's a talented young man. Aries here, he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have to be very good and very talented at what he does if he wants to win tonight.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think it would be real bad for Toretto's psyche for him to take one in the loss column.
So is that like Aries of the Zodiac or the Greek god?
Or the Nazis. I don't know.
I don't know. Naming yourself after the Greek god of war would be okay, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, I recognize this guy. I've never seen him here at BCW, but
It's Zach Winters.
yeah, I think I saw him wrestle in Portland Wrestling a couple times.
Yeah, he was here. He was actually
one of the mainstays of the BCW roster for some time, and just scanning through Facebook occasionally, it sounds like he's certainly kept himself busy.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work up north for other promotions. I don't know if there's an exact reason why he took time off of BCW. I, for one, am glad to see him back.
Yeah, I am too. I am shocked, though, that this is the second week in a row that Cameron Starr has, I don't mean to sound harsh, but has no-showed.
Well, what can you say? It gives a wonderful opportunity to Mr. Toretto.
Yes. Yeah, Zach, like you mentioned, he's well accomplished. Still relatively new in the business as far as mileage, but he's always on the move. He's always learning, keeps himself moving in the ring, and we know nothing about Toretto. So, I mean, we're going to see this for the first time, just like our viewers are.
And we'll see if Zach Winters has changed at all in the time that he's been gone.
Yes.
And I have to notice, I love seeing photographer Brian Sopke back here with us for tonight.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since we've seen him as well. Very professional, takes outstanding photographs.
It's amazing what bringing in a national name will do to bring people out of the woodworks.
Sadly, I think he was right there taking pics when a certain thing happened during that first match. I'm sure I'm going to be seeing that on Facebook here soon.
Yes. And we were commenting on the one bit you did to distract meat with a little meat stick. I don't know if he was slapping into a Slim Jim or if it was another brand, but it was a brilliant move on your part.
Yeah, I know it was bending the rules a little bit, but I don't know if I actually broke them. I never actually interfered.
Well,
sometimes you've got to work against a guy's disadvantages, and meat gets distracted by those. I mean,
well, and you certainly did not insert yourself to the point that they do, with the double teaming and all that.
Well, right now, Zach Winters here. Mr. Aries there got the better of that exchange, and Zach has to step back and think about what this guy is about.
Oh, nice arm drag by Zach Winters. And a nice hip toss, very old school. Scoop, slam. And he drove him down. He didn't just let him fly, he drove him.
And Aries rolling very quickly out of the ring, trying to take a breather.
And again, want to thank Paradox for stopping by and letting us know a little bit about them.
And all of our sponsors. We added like 4 new sponsors to BCW this last week.
That's great. That's great. Nicely done by Zach Winters. He's taking the pad off of his knee and now drives that knee. Nice knee drop. Can't see where it landed because of our vantage point or disadvantage point.
You're taking a risk when you do that, though. Even if he's hitting the move, that pad is there for a reason. You could make a move like that and find your knee's the one that's been hurt.
Yes. And so far, this Aries Toretto seems to be taking everything that Zach is dishing out. I mean, he's not faring very well.
No, but he does know when to duck out when he wants a moment of rest. That breaks Zach Winters' momentum, gives him a moment to clear his head at the same time.
But it also gives Zach an opportunity to try and stay one step ahead.
But it looks like Zach got a little impatient there. Aries grabbed his arm, snapped it across the ropes.
Nice quick leg drop onto the left arm, and now he's working on that left arm. I can't see. Oh, he's working that wrist, and that will snap a wrist in a hurry.
He just stomped right on the elbow of Zach. The elbow sticking up with his hand. Oh, and again.
But his wrist was bent backwards, the direction they're not supposed to move, and then you stomp on that elbow, and that's bad. Well, Toretto's now starting to show some offense. Comes in with a flying forearm.
Toretto is not a big guy, but he's using as much momentum and speed as he can. Even when he was working that arm, he was jumping up and then slamming himself down on it.
Yeah,
now
shoots
off the
him.
ropes.
Yep, and works that arm again by a missile drop kick to the top rope where Zach's arm was wrapped.
Very clever use. You don't often see that kind of tactic.
No.
Looks to be very effective, though. Zach is hurting.
Yes, he is. Let's hope Zach can come back with his momentum and regain control of the match. I know that Mike Eggers from Everywhere Legends video is going to stop by at some point. We got a busy night in front of us.
Yes, we do. And Zach,
oh, beautifully done. Nice bridge. Gets a 2 count, though, but that has to put something in the mind of Toretto. And nice clothesline. He's still favoring his left arm. But like I was saying, that's still got to plant something in the head of Toretto that, that maybe he shouldn't be taking his opponent maybe as lightly as he was.
I think so. He just did an elbow and then he paused. I think the elbow hurt Zach as much as it hurt Toretto, and then Aries took advantage of that hesitation.
Oh, Winters pulled Toretto back, and it looked like he was going to try and backdrop him over the top rope, but he just couldn't get enough underneath him. Again, he's trying to do. There, he finally got him this time. Finally got him over with a backdrop over the top rope.
And Toretto's lower back hit the ring apron hard when he was tumbling out of there. That can do some serious damage.
Well, there's no padding. That's just steel.
That can realign your backbone, I tell you that, folks.
I don't know about realign it, but it'll definitely unalign it. Like hitting a pothole at 60.
Now Zach just waiting for Toretto to come back in. Zach is looking pretty angry.
Yeah,
Toretto made a huge mistake by turning his back on his opponent.
Thinking he had everything well under control. Another suplex. Didn't hang on to this one. Goes for the cover, does not hook the leg.
Well, that is Zach's bad arm. Maybe he couldn't hook the leg. I'm not sure.
Well,
Either
that
way,
could be.
Toretto kicked out.
But if I remember correctly, that was one habit that Zach had before he left, is that he'd always go for a cover and didn't always hook the leg.
No, it looks like Toretto's got him in sort of a variant STF. Zach is not giving up. He's close to the ropes.
It is an STF, but he doesn't have the leg hooked.
But Zach trying to push his way towards the ropes.
Can't seem to quite make it. Oh, and here comes
That's
Sunny
Sunny Days!
Just like we talked about. Just like we talked about. To not be surprised if Sunny Days made a quick little appearance. And Zach waiting for him. Hits him with his finish. This should be it. This should be Zach Winter all the way. And it is. Your winner by pinfall.
Zach Winter, the winner here on his return to BCW. And wait a minute, Sunny Days off the top rope.
Nice.
Oh!
I'm not sure what that was. I didn't quite catch the whole thing.
I'm not sure either, but I think it was more insult to injury as far as Sunny goes.
Yes. Well, unless they've changed things again, like they did my interview, was supposed to be after this match. I don't know if we're going straight to match number 4 or if we're going to go to intermission at this point. I don't know. I'm just amazed and very happy to see the size of the crowd we have, even into the overflow parking area in the dining room. At one point, and I don't know what it's like now, there were more people in here than there were at the carnival. And that's very cool.
But I bet.
Yeah.
I bet they can be a little bit louder. I want to hear your full lung capacity. How do you guys like the show? That's much better. Let's go ahead and get this next match started. Your official.
All right.
is
Well,
Russ.
I think we just got our clue that we're going right to the match. And this is to be Corporal Punishment taking on Emperor Void.
Now, I haven't heard that this is a title match, but Void tends to always put the title on the line. There's been a couple times where it wasn't a title match, but then he laid it down and made the challenge, so
And I
Corporal
don't
Punishment has
remember.
a huge opportunity.
And I don't remember, and I cleaned out my folder after the radio show Wednesday, so I couldn't tell you if it is a title match or not. Involving Corporal Punishment, I highly doubt it's officially for the title.
Makes you wonder what kind of proceedings that would need if Corporal Punishment actually did win the match and Void had set it out as a title match, but it really wasn't.
Well, I think it would definitely move him up or put him in the hunt, so to speak. But you have to look at everybody else in both locker rooms and see who's probably ahead of him.
Well,
come on,
Well, I know definitely getting under Psycho Sailor's wing and the tutelage from Sailor. He's definitely
Psycho
going to
Sailor's
go.
about to pop his corncob pipe.
He's definitely going to go a lot farther than he ever did with that stinky cousin of his, JB Moonshine.
Yes.
He's about. I think he's losing some balance here, folks.
I think Sailor's going to pop a blood vessel.
Are you ready?
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to leave the two of you alone here for a little bit. I got to jump in the back and take care of some business, and I'll be back momentarily.
Hey, take your time, Stillwell. We'll be here.
Make sure you wash your hands, Ken.
You never know what that Stillwell's up to. How you doing tonight, Mr. Tubbs? I ain't going to talk to you much.
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm walking with a limp now, probably
well-
will for the next week.
Other than that.
Other than that, it's been a good night. There's a lot of excitement here, and I'm loving it.
Excellent, excellent. I saw you throw out that Slim Jim out there to meet. That almost worked. He went running for it.
Yeah, well, I was hoping that in the time that he spent doing that, Big V wouldn't have somebody to tag, and just maybe my boys could get the job done.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work, but it was a good try.
It was definitely a creative ploy.
All righty, guys. Weighing in 185 pounds, hailing from Fort Hood, Texas.
Corporal Punishment. Yeah, if you're listening to us out there on Couve Radio, you can always go to the homepage, click on the in-studio video link up in the top right, and view us on the webcam. Hopefully that's working okay. We've had some ongoing issues with the webcam, not only here at BCW, but also at our studio. I believe we have bandwidth problems here at the Eagles Lodge, whereas we don't have quite enough bandwidth to carry a large amount of viewers. So if it's skipping any or you're having any issues, you can try refreshing it. It'll usually do better for you, and I apologize for any inconvenience. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes we start getting a lot of people watching and it does goofy stuff. So, oh great, here comes Emperor Void with his hand on fire, Tubbs.
Well, he's coming out with that atmospheric entrance that he has. He's got that flaming coal in his hand.
That scares the hell out of me, Tubbs, because if he was to drop that and this place went up, it's kind of like a tinderbox in here. And with this many people in here, I don't know if I can make it to the door before I caught on fire.
Well, once upon a time, I watched Damon Scythe and Emperor Void back when they were a tag team. I watched them training, and you wouldn't believe some of the stuff they do to condition their bodies against pain. They walk on fire.
I thought you were going to tell me one time they came out with Damon's snake on fire and did some hellfire snake finisher.
I don't think the snake would like that.
That'd be crazy, though, that's for sure. I like Damon Scythe a lot, but I have yet to see him bring that snake here at BCW. And since I've been here, and that's fine with me because I don't do snakes at all.
Oh, come on. He's a sweetie, Lugrunch.
No.
He just wants to give you a hug.
No, not at all. I deal with Emperor Void's crow that he brings in here now and then, though. He only does that when he really wants somebody to eat crow. After they said something bad about him, he brings in his crow and then he beats him up, makes him eat crow. Not really. It's a raven, but it looks kind of like a crow.
Well, we see Psycho Sailor trying to change public opinion here, not working very well.
The crowd here is really supportive of our local wrestlers. They're doing the Daniel Bryan chant.
You think Daniel Bryan is here tonight, not Marty Jannetty?
Which is actually Daniel Bryan is actually a gentleman known in the Northwest as Bryan Danielson, the American Ninja, and wrestled for a long time in the Northwest, all up and down in the territories. He's a big WWE superstar nowadays, but
and before then he was Ring of Honor. He
Yep.
was in Japan. He's been all over.
I watched some of his old videos, man, once I heard about him. Because, like I told you before, Tubbs, I'm not really so much into the WWE and the TNA. I watch it a little bit, but I get more of a kick out of watching some of the, the indie promotions or, watching obscure stuff or some of the old stuff or the old regional promotions.
I watch all kinds of stuff, man. There's CIW from Michigan, where I'm from. There's
Right.
Championship Wrestling of Hollywood I watch every week.
Yeah.
And Chikara's coming back.
Where do you watch the Hollywood wrestling from? On
They
YouTube?
put it up
or-
on YouTube.
Really?
Yes,
Okay, I'll
every
have to
week.
look for that.
Every 2 weeks or so.
Really? Okay.
They've got a Facebook page. You can monitor it. Whenever they put up a new show, they'll tag it on
I'll
there.
I'll look for them.
Guys like Joey Ryan and Tough Enough contestant Eric Watts.
Uh-huh.
Adam Pearce still shows up there a lot.
Nice. Well, we got some action going on in here. Void's taking it to Corporal Punishment right off the bat.
Well, Corporal Punishment here, Psycho Sailor has really fired him up, and he's a lot more vicious and aggressive than he used to be. But he's up against a guy who's used to that. He's going to have to do a lot if he's going to get a pinfall off of Void.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And now he's got that top wrist lock on, though. He's trying. Void with a couple short punches to the gut. Nice arm drag there. Corporal Punishment backing up, going to get a little bit of advice from Psycho Sailor. And, of course, Psycho Sailor's going to say something like, "Get in there and beat him up."
Well, that Psycho Sailor's definitely good at beating people up. That's for sure.
Go in there and beat up that loser. That's about what he would say.
I got my nephew sitting in here with us while Stillwell's gone. Should I turn on his mic, Tubbs?
Psycho Sailor, what was that?
I said I got my nephew sitting in here while Stillwell's gone. Should I turn on his mic for a minute?
I suppose so. Go ahead, your show.
What do you got to say, Wyatt? You want to tell everybody out there hi?
Hi.
It's my cousin or my nephew Wyatt, and he's actually an amateur wrestler. You got a big wrestling match coming up tomorrow, don't you, Wyatt? You got to talk into the mic.
Yep.
Where are you wrestling at? Prairie High School?
Yeah.
How many wrestling matches have you won so far?
3.
3? How many have you had?
Oh.
Just 3? So you're undefeated? That's awesome.
Well, right now we're in the ring. We're getting exactly what we would expect from Psycho Sailor and his cohort. Corporal Punishment was biting Emperor Void for a moment. The ref pushed him back. Psycho Sailor popped Void himself. Just can't have a clean match when you're dealing with the Sailor.
No, that's for sure. Psycho Sailor tries to bend every rule he can. That's definitely Psycho Sailor's repertoire.
But Void is smiling. You know, one thing I learned a long time ago is when Emperor Void starts smiling when he's in that ring, you need to watch out because that's when he's thinking about hurting somebody.
Definitely. What's that, Wyatt?
Well, he does look like Popeye.
He does look a little bit like Popeye. I wouldn't let him hear you say that, though. He might come and get you.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that too loud. He hates it when anybody calls him that.
Why?
Well, I think you're not the only one who's noticed that resemblance.
He might have seen you singing the YMCA song, Wyatt.
I was not. I was not.
And Void coming out of the ring and going after Corporal Punishment.
Void doesn't care. He'll take them both on.
I think that other match should be restarted.
And now Psycho Sailor taking a shot at Void. Referee needs to get control of that. That should get him disqualified automatically. Why is the ref not disqualifying?
Because he probably doesn't see good. That's probably.
He needs better glasses.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Sailor doing now, Tubbs? Oh! He just clocked Void with that chain. Well, Corporal Punishment's got something in his eye. He's having the ref look at his eye.
That will probably really
Well,
hurt.
he does now. And Void still able to kick out even after that extra amount of punishment from the Psycho Sailor. I told you he is a tough one.
Uh-oh, now Corporal Punishment's taking off his wristband.
Oh, come on. Now that comes right out of the Psycho Sailor's playbook there. We've seen him do that many times.
Psycho Sailor has taught him very well.
He's using the tape to choke out Emperor Void. That is not, that's not clever. That's just copycat. They don't care. They don't care if they have a clean match.
Hey, whatever it takes to win. Now Corporal's got him rolled up. Oh, only good for a 2 count.
I'm still trying to figure out why the ref didn't disqualify him when Sailor started pounding on Void. That should have been automatic.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he was looking right at him. Well, Corporal Punishment definitely putting some moves together now. Some short elbow drops there, both on the back and the chest of Void. That's like 5.
Now he's taking that elbow pad off.
Oh, and now he's
salute in the
saluting.
pants. Oh, and Void moved out of the way for that last elbow, and that was the big one.
Huge drop elbow, but you're right. Void out of the way, and Void is now on his feet. Not quite vertical, but he's up on his feet. And Psycho Sailor.
Oh, big clothesline for Void. He just about drove Corporal Punishment through the ring with that.
Oh, big clothesline from Void. Void is taking it out on Corporal Punishment here.
Oh, big kick from Void. Sends Corporal out onto the floor. Psycho Sailor's attending here, helping his protege up.
Well, Psycho Sailor is helping his protege a little bit too much, I would say. This is ridiculous. I guess Psycho Sailor's got to kiss the Corporal's boo-boos. We ought to go see if he needs a Band-Aid.
Are you sure that's what he was kissing?
Welcome
you know
back,
what I mean.
Ken.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we got Ken Stillwell back.
Yes.
We got rid of his sit-in temporary replacement there.
There you go.
Well, referee was being very lax there. It looks like Void managed to get Psycho Sailor out of the way for just a moment there. Sailor's stunned at ringside. Void has a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought my nephew up here to sit in for a couple minutes while you were gone, Ken.
And I forgot Rip and Roche's kid's name.
Connor.
That's right. Hey, Connor.
Got Corporal still outside the ring here with Sailor trying to kiss his wounds for him. Oh, now
Void has Sailor's hat on.
It almost is fitting there, being the white. It matches his outfit.
Just behind with it.
He's Petty Officer Void in there.
It's a busy night. I had to go back to talk to Janetti about setting up a right time for him to come out to the broadcast table so we can get him in here, and I think I'm going to use the time I used for Tex just because. Mr. Tubbs, if you don't mind, can I have Mr. Eggers sit in your spot for
Not a
bit?
problem, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tubbs will be back in a little bit.
All right. Thank you very much. Joining us at this time is Mike Egger from Everywhere Legends Video. We've had him on here before, and every time he's in town, I try and make it my mission to make sure that he gets on here. He does absolutely great work for the boys around the country, probably around the world, but we'll stick with the country for now. And Mike, welcome back It's good to see you, my
How you
friend.
doing, Ken?
I'm doing good.
It is
I'm good.
fantastic to be back in Portland.
Oh, we're glad to have you here. I don't know if you had noticed or had a chance to go outside at all, and I don't know what it looks like out there right now, but there was a time where there were more people in here than there were at that little carnival outside.
This is a fantastic crowd. But that's also, that shows the star power that Marty Jannetty still has to this very day. He packs houses all over the world.
Yes.
And he still does. It's 2014, and as the cliche goes, he's still rocking.
Yeah. I had mentioned this earlier in the show that when everybody was getting everything together and I was able to get a little moment of time with Marty, I just told him, what I had envisioned for our interview whenever it came up, and as he was talking, the first thing that popped into mind is my God, I'm listening to Roddy Piper talk.
Yeah.
And he took no offense to that, and I'm glad because there was no.
He actually I'm sure he took that as a big compliment.
He did. He goes, boy, you're talking about the master of psychology. And I said, I'm serious. Standing here listening to you talk is like standing next to Piper and listening to him talk and having a conversation. But I told him, what I had planned as far as interview time was that it's inevitable that we'll have to talk about the Rockers and Shawn Michaels at some point. But as far as I'm concerned, Marty, this is your time. You're here. Shawn is not here. This is your night. So I'll try and stay away from Shawn as much as I possibly can, but like I said, inevitably it'll come up because that's such a huge part of Marty Jannetty's career.
Oh, absolutely. And the same goes if you were talking to Shawn, you'd have to bring up Marty.
Right.
That's just the way it goes. We did a shoot interview with Marty yesterday. It ran 6 hours long. We were filming for 6 hours, and it was our 42nd shoot DVD on the market, which, it's just you're doing something right, and and it was an emotional time both for me and Marty. We're very good friends, and but it was an impeccable piece of business. It was beautifully done, and honestly, I believe this will be shoot interview of the year. I really do.
Nice.
Hey, not to interrupt, guys. We had some serious action going on there. It ended with Boyd victorious over Corporal Punishment.
Right, and it was by pinfall, if I saw that.
It was a big pinfall. Earlier, the Corporal tried to go off the top rope when Boyd was outside. Boyd actually caught him and drove him into the steel post back first. And
That's
that
good.
Was,
he tried that last week and it didn't work too well.
That was the beginning of the downfall for Corporal Punishment.
Oh. I owe you $1. I was in the back. I was talking to Marty about the T-shirts, and he said just let the guys know over at the table. And I asked how much the shirts were. He said 20. I said I only got 19, so I owe you $1.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not hearing you real well.
Turn up his headset a little bit, maybe.
I hope that's better.
Well, you got
a lot of noise right now.
There's a lot of noise, and this is quite the crowd.
Yep.
This crowd really is electric. They're into this. They're into every minute of it. There's not a lot of people milling around. They're really staying close to all the action, and that's really right where you want them to be.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what I was saying as I was talking to Marty in the back, and I was asking him about, I'd like to get one of those T-shirts. And he said, that was your deal and whatnot, to go over there and ask about it. And he said they were 20. I said, I only got 19, so I owe you $1, Mike.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I'm sure I'll probably screw this interview up at least for $1 worth.
I don't think so, because we're going to go to intermission.
There we go.
But I wanted to make sure that I was able to get you out here, and maybe we can get you again.
I'd absolutely love to come back out here.
I'd love to have you out here so that we can talk a little bit more about Everywhere Legends video, who you are, what you do.
Paradox.
Things that we've talked about in the past, and now we've got a new audience listening to us, and then also to get you to call in on my radio show at some point.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And during the when Marty comes out here, I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, stick around a minute and I'll write down that stuff for you.
All right, folks, we're going to take an intermission break here, play you some music, thank some sponsors, and we'll be back after the intermission. Thanks for tuning in. This is No Holds Barred, live from the BCW Wrestling at North Portland Eagles Lodge, SecurRadio.com.
Sink me deep inside and leave me on the carpet. Seamless escape. Are we flesh and blood or just another carcass? She said I'm rusty, but feel the same. She said I'll hold out to win the game. No matter how high, no matter how low, I've got a tight grip on the
What's up, everybody? We're still here, finishing up with the raffle. Listen to CoolRadio.com. This is Head Change playing. Good band from Fargo Lake, Washington. Song's called The Devil's a Cockroach. Good psychedelic groove to it. We got Paradox, the kind of house band for the evening, rocking the rock and wrestling. They did a couple songs at the beginning of the intermission. They're going to come back after the semi-main and the main and play a full set or two. And Marty Jannetty's over signing autographs right now, but we're going to have him over here shortly for a interview. So hang out, and we'll be back in a few minutes. You're listening to CoolRadio.com.
It's only madness, only madness, only madness. I'll taste the drifts with the cigarette, and I'll smoke it with the devil. 6 foot cockroach.
What's up, everybody? We're back. Got a special guest here with us, Mr. Marty Jannetty of the WWF, WWE fame.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
How's it going? Nice to meet you,
You
Mr.
too, man.
Jannetty.
I am having a great time here, man. I've always told people I love Portland. We didn't get to come out here as much as I would like to. Love the place. Having a great time tonight. I may move here. I don't know if a lot of people will get upset about that, but I may move here.
I'm glad we brought in a good crowd. We've got a lot of people listening tonight. We actually got a lot of viewers on our webcam as well, so it's been quite a buzz around the Northwest.
Oh, cool, man. It's a good time. I don't know what we're doing. Y'all tell us what to do after the show. The show is going great, and it's going to be a great ending to it. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm losing the mic. But you guys tell us, what do we do afterwards? Because we're going to have a good time tonight, and that's part of the rocker mentality. We take care of business and we have a good time. We're going to take care of business in the ring here just a little bit, and then Sunday's going to go by, and we're going to have a good time tonight.
Absolutely. You know, and that's been the rumor for many, many years that the Rockers like to party.
It's no rumor. I'm here to say that's not a rumor. There's a little fact in there.
Yes, and joining us, and if you don't mind sharing a mic, he's got his own headset, but we also have Mike Egger from Everywhere Legends Video.
This is the best man in production there is in business right here. Mike,
absolutely.
How do you follow something like that, an introduction like that? You know,
All right, who has 760?
you know, this is a great house. There's a lot of people here, and you know, this is a fantastic show. And this shows what I said earlier when I was here just 20 minutes ago. This shows what Marty Jannetty does all over the entire world, but he still brings it. And you know, I think that's very important. You know, there's a lot of fans. They still love what he does, and he still does it better than anybody.
Well, and I think it goes back to that old school mentality where we're getting a lot of. Can you kill her microphone?
She's not on. It's coming through the speakers. Do you guys
I
have?
brought a gun. Let's shoot that thing because it is loud.
Yeah. But I think the following goes back to that old school, the love for old school style wrestling.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, what's out there now, I think, is a lot of crap.
Well, and we were talking about that earlier. I mean, it's changed. It always does change. It's never going to stay the same. 10 years from now, they'll be telling the guys that are wrestling now, man, it's not like it was when y'all were doing it. Everything changes, and you kind of got to go with the flow. But for some reason, the 80s, 90s, right in that era, now, I don't know if you call it the Hulk Hogan era, but whatever you want to call it, that era actually does stick out.
Yes.
I mean, even the wrestlers themselves,
Yes.
the new guys,
You talk
know,
about
they love it.
Piper and Rose and
Which
and
are
you
from
and
here,
Shawn.
right? Those guys are
right.
from here, yeah, man. And
Yes.
those, I studied and learned from them. Lynn Denton,
Right.
one of the grapplers
Yep.
was here. Mike Miller, Mean Mike Miller.
Yes.
There was a handful up here. Y'all have produced some great wrestlers.
Well, you know, there was a time when Portland wrestling was the mecca. You know, if you wanted to be anybody or go anywhere, you had to come out of Portland.
That was Don Owen days, right?
Yes.
He's legendary. I mean,
Yes.
you hear about him breaking in. There's so many stories that I won't tell.
Right.
Not to run,
Right.
not to run my mouth here, but yeah, it's legendary.
Yes.
Around the country and around the world.
I've said this on my radio show several times, and even during our play-by-play. that again, what's out there now, sports entertainment is a bunch of bull crap to me. If I want sports entertainment, I'll go watch a hockey game.
Or go put a porno on.
Yeah. But I like professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I can't even say the word sports entertainment and professional wrestling in the same sentence. I'm sorry. But
Well, no, that's the old school thing, and I consider my breath. Sorry. They just brought me a breath mint. Evidently, my breath is bad.
And they're 20 feet away. That's
Yeah.
Marty, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, imagine. I might use my breath tonight for the finishing of the match. What were we saying? Something about the
Well, I just
how
don't
it's
like the
changed
term
in sports
sports.
entertainment. The fact of the matter is, there's no way to dispute it anymore because Vince has showed, we're not tough enough, and I think it kind of did good for the business because there were certain people that weren't going. You're not going to believe it anyway. But when you see the training, we're tough enough. When they showed the training that goes into it, you see getting your ass kicked, if I can say that on there.
Well, you just did.
I just did, right? We got 5 second delay.
No.
But sorry about that, y'all. But it's just showing that what goes into it. There is entertainment. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they're bringing out the snakes to the ring and whatever other characters that you have. This is the entertainment part of it.
Right.
But they're actually banging around and throwing each other around. That's the sport. That's the real part.
Right. That's it's fake. I'm sorry, you can't fake gravity.
Yeah.
I've taken bumps, not many, but I've taken bumps in a few gimmick matches, and it all hurts.
Yes, it does.
Well, it's like what you said in your show a while back, Ken, is the whole thing behind it. And granted, I'm not a worker, and I'm a radio DJ, but I am an old school wrestling fan, and I watched a lot of territories. Is Vince took wrestling and ruined the whole kayfabe thing, turned it into sports entertainment to avoid sanctioning, to make more money for himself, and pretty much ruin the territories, and it'll never be what it was.
Yeah, I wish it could go back to the territory things. That was so good.
You can have shows like this, which is a very good show. There's some other local promotions that pull really good crowds.
Right.
But it's never, I used to go to the sports arena as a kid, and that place was sold out every night.
Yes.
Every night you go there, it was sold out.
The great thing about the territories, too, is like, they've got their own little training grounds now. I'm not saying anything derogatory about them. But, they got the little training. I just now hear myself. Have y'all heard everything? Sorry about that.
There must be a poor connection or something. Is it better now? Does that help you any?
Yeah, I'm hearing now. Okay. But what we say about the territory, the great thing is, you could have your career could be long because you go to a territory, you do what you're going to do, you get over, you don't get over, but whatever you do when you've run out, when they've read the book, you go to another territory and you got another 2-3 years in that territory.
Right.
Now you go to Vince, and I'm not talking negative about it, but you go to him and you get a 2-year run, you're done.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a Undertaker
Or
kind of
Cena
character.
or CM Punk.
Right. The other thing I don't like too that's gotten away from the old school mentality is that.
Hold on, I can't hear nothing right yet.
Yeah, no, that's Tex Thompson's music. But what I was going to say is now you can pay $50 for a training session, and 3 months later, whoever it was that trains them gives you a pat on the ass and says you're a pro.
Wait 1 second. That's my tag team partner. Am I supposed to be out here right now?
No, I don't think so. You're up in the match next.
Oh, this might be an award presentation.
Yes, that's what that is.
Make sure I ain't getting fired.
Yeah,
I ain't got hired yet. I'm about to get fired.
Yeah, no, you're fine. He told me to give you the time.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so you get.
They're giving a presentation, an award to somebody right now.
Yeah, to
which I
Patty.
knew I was going to be out there part of
To
it.
Patty. Yep.
But you sure now? Don't let me go in the back and get a super kick.
I said, can I give him your time?
Patty's
He said,
a huge,
absolutely.
huge supporter of our promotion here at BCW.
Yes. So my complaint was, even the training today is not what it was like.
The training.
You had to,
said the training?
yeah, you had to spend $4,000 or $5,000. Here you are, and it was a year at best before you got your first match.
Right.
Now you got somebody that nobody knows calling themselves a trainer, taking $50 a week, and after 3 months telling you, "Great job, you're going to be a star."
And that's the way it is. Hey, y'all hear this crowd here?
Oh, yeah.
They're into it, man. They're in it. It's live, all the way live.
Yes, and that is for Patty, our sponsor, Patty's
Oh,
Home
yeah,
Plate.
that was it, the new presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, those are my complaints about the business today. I have always enjoyed watching the old school. I've enjoyed the hell out of watching you and Sean. And again, I told you I'd try not to drag him into this, but the old AWA days, the old NWA days.
Yeah.
You know.
Those were, for me, those were great. I mean, I still enjoy this like tonight. This is great because the fans are into it.
Right.
And that's the thrill of that for me. Is what keeps me going. And however old I am, I stopped counting about 20 years ago. I think I was 30 then.
Chair shots.
To me, chair shots. But here it is. You can hear it. We're gonna hold it. Y'all hear it?
Well, they can hear it. They're blowing my headphones up.
It is wide open, all the way live.
But
and for you
now
single guys, we got
together.
some hot women out
there
here
we
too.
go.
I'm trying to focus on my match, make sure we don't get our butts beat.
Right.
And these
Right.
women walking by with the well, I was hush. Never mind.
But I enjoy those days. I still watch the old territory days. And everybody got along. Now you got a promotion here like us, BCW, and there may be another promoter 20 miles away.
Yeah.
Lost everything.
So
then you got another promoter 20 miles away, an hour away, and he takes that wrestler's gimmick and changes it.
Yeah, it takes away from you. And we talked. I did a little seminar today with some of the newer guys, and that's something we talked about.
Yeah.
And that's just lack of knowing. You know, I mean, you're trying to do what you can do. You don't know if some people call it stealing the gimmick or stealing the move or whatever. And if you're not told, that's not professional. Don't do that. I mean, you don't know. You can't. You know, and a lot of the teachers, and that's what I would think is a big problem, is that how easy it is for people to open a school today.
Yes.
Somebody who's not even wrestled a handful of times and not even at a high level opens a school. How can you train what you don't? How can you teach what you don't know?
Exactly
you know what
right.
I mean?
And that was my complaint. You know, they take $50 a week from you, and in 3 months down the road, you've got your first match, and you're going to be a big star.
Yeah.
And then you got these kids coming into the locker room telling the promoter what his gimmick is, what he's going to do, and he wants a belt within 3 months.
And that I'm not saying blaming WWE for it, but they set the precedent. What you see on WWE, you're going to see this on the indie scenes. And WWE is showing guys on TV now just 1 year in the business, 2 years in the business.
Yeah.
Sean and I got in there way back after the AWA thing.
Right.
We had, I think, a year and a half, and it was very odd that you got to WWF after a year and a half in the business.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like a rule like you have to be in the business 5 years, but it takes a little bit of time to catch on to what you're doing out there.
Well, you have to put the miles in. You have
right.
to be working every night.
Kind of thing. But now the guys are in there in the first year of the business because it's almost a reality show now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a wrestling secondary.
Yeah.
Whatever the talking part is. And the storylines, and they are good, and they are important.
Right.
But they take the lead. The match is almost, okay, just throw a match in there. Just separate the interviews with a match.
And do you find it harder now with the way things are to suspend that disbelief?
Wait a minute. They're calling you?
No, they're calling Patty.
Patty. I say yes and no. I mean, both ways. I mean, because of the fact, again, what we were talking a while ago, tough enough. People know what's up. Well, a lot of the fans know the shoot interviews, the internet. You go on there and you find out everything behind the scenes. It used to be what we call kayfabe,
right.
Which I don't think I was talking earlier. And a lot of
I don't
guys
know anybody
what
that speaks Carney anymore.
No Carney, no nothing. You know, it's changed. It's definitely changed. Back in the day too. The people who put the storylines together, and see me just saying this, talking about the storylines, is a no-no back in the day.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, now after their match, you'll see heels coming out and wandering around the crowd.
Right.
Well, you wouldn't last 2 minutes back in the day.
Back in the day,
you
you're
didn't
fired.
show your face.
You're gone. And if you're talking to the